because of that, one of the players in the other match isn't going to be able to get into the match for the alternate London Conspiracy match to continue. So since we can't bring you that game because Steam, Gaben's gone to sleep, so we're going to bring you HellRaisers versus PENTA instead. I believe this is the first map. I'll just get production to confirm for me. It is indeed the first map, and we can see HellRaisers winning the knife round. So the winner of this match does qualify for DreamHack Winter. So we'll see if Simple can be possibly the youngest person to play CSGO at DreamHack Winter, or if the PENTA team here with Dennis, I don't know how to pronounce that name, Crystal, sorry. Robson, Crystal, Felix, and Speedy can do it. Okay, apparently they were a top Counter-Strike source team, but we'll see what they have to offer here in Global Offensive, as we are going to see HellRaisers starting on the CT side. Let's have a quick look and see what the layout is. We do have an aggressive short play from Dozier, looking to just pick Felix's head off, but his position will be exposed, which means he has to fall back after not getting the frag. The corner of Long will be smoked off here by PENTA. They're not going to find anyone anywhere near them, as Markelov is going to be holding the A site. Looks like they may retreat now they've secured Long and possibly go elsewhere. We've got Simple keeping an eye on shot here from double doors, while Felix is going to be quite close to him. Looks like the long push is about to come in very shortly as well. Markelov just trying to find some information. Will be flashed in by his teammates here as the long push does begin. So we'll see how he manages to hold here. Kucha just chilling out on the B-bomb site, but for the meantime, Markelov going to take a defensive position behind the boxes. Does get taken out by Speedy. Trade frag coming in from Simple on Felix. Simple is going to be coming up too short now to join Dozier. Bomb's going to go down for PENTA. 4v4 at the moment, and we'll see if the HellRaiser team can get a retake in. Crystal does fall to Angel. It's a 4v3 now, and Dennis soon behind him. It's going to be 4v2. All of a sudden, HellRaisers overwhelm the site, and they clean it up completely, not losing anybody in the retake there. So really well played there by HellRaisers to take a solid pistol round. Going to have Dozier, Simple, and Angel with armor. Only Simple hasn't been touched, so he'll be able to upgrade to a helmet in this anti-eco for $350, while the rest of his team will have to spend the full 1,000 to get back into the game. And we will be joined by DDK shortly. I believe he is live.
Okay, my thoughts are Simple's the man.
Okay.
Continue, James.
solid pistol round there again by HellRaisers. Played the long game on Long, ironically, and Markelov did hold for a while, fall down. Now they've got the buy round coming out. Angel with 2 frags onto the B-bomb site so far, just staying alive right now, allowing his teammates to come and join him. We'll get 4 of the 5 frags, with Kucha finishing off Robson with the CZ. So that will be a clean sweep here. All helmets remaining for HellRaisers. 4 M4s, 1 FAMAS are going to be getting loads of nades in. We've got 3 Molotovs coming out for the CT side, so they're going to be looking to get huge damage into this next round. We are seeing the 4 spy coming out for PENTA here. We've got a Crystal saving for the AWP, going to leave 2,100 in the bank, while the rest of his teammates go with limited nades and 4 AKs.
So really rattling off a few shots there towards B, to just allow their presence to be felt. And obviously, you know, the standard dark control, they can get these smokes down on middle. It's going to secure their way up to short. And as they slowly make their way across, you know, always checking the angles and building into this position. You see this with every single, every team has this play in their repertoire. It is the standard play, which allows you to pretty much, you know, set up the A or the B play. And HellRaisers right now are playing quite passively. They're not really challenging this, trying to disrupt what PENTA are doing. Instead, they are just waiting for a move now. And could just see a peek very soon coming up from PENTA into the A site as they try to work out what's going on. But it does seem to be, yeah, they are actually going to go for it with what seems to be, I think it is Crystal there. So to see if Crystal's able to do much with this. What he's able to see, it's all about what he can see right now. He goes for the drop straight away, and he gets kind of discarded immediately as the push comes out from middle, and they do manage to take the frag. So HellRaisers now push to quite the defense. Kucha going to find the first frag, and they clean up easily. So really well played there by HellRaisers, and PENTA not quite finding anything, and down to the passive play of HellRaisers. It just seemed to work a charm.
Okay, so we have the AWP now coming out for Simple after the FAMAS disappears from the HellRaisers weaponry. So we'll see what he can do with it and where he's going to peek. It's going to go for the mid peak, but these guys will be well aware of Simple by now. And that's going to be straight in the face of Felix. We'll be looking to exact revenge later on in this match, but for the time being, P250's out here for Penta. Dennis will take down Dozier though, so he does even it up. But Simple will be looking to get another frag. The CZ comes out while the remaining Terrorist players will try and push the short area.
Yeah, it's going to be Spiddy. He's the first man to get taken down. And Angel's the man just putting those bullets in from CT spawn. And Crystal's life is soon to be forfeit, I think. He's actually maybe going to get the bomb down. Oh my god. How did they let that happen? That's not good. That's not good.
I wonder how many times Angel just shot the last play, because he's tapping the same place. But pretty much with an entire clip, finally killed him towards the end. But again, the bomb did go down, and that may mean an AWP here for Penta on Crystal. We'll see what he picks up as he does spawn with 7750 in the bank. And
oh, 2 orbs, in
double
fact.
orb coming out, Dennis and Crystal. So this will be interesting.
Oh, Dennis has a timing for a pick onto the B site as well, so we'll have to see if he's able to find anything with that. But in the meantime, Crystal is doing the peek towards middle. And if Dennis gets a quick pick, then boom, they're in the site, and that's it. Oh, he gets taken down by Simple, who quickly changed his position, just jumping straight on over. That was a smart play there from Simple. Perhaps not going to find the frag every time, but the Dragon Lore coming out huge. Does get taken down by Felix, who picked up the AWP. There's a second one from Felix as well. That's surely going to make them move into the site as Crystal tries to work his way up short. And right now, HellRaisers is just trying to understand exactly what is happening with these players from Penta. And this is going to be Angel, who's going to be by the car now. And this is a nice position and a good angle that he holds.
Can Angel hold this site though? He's got 3 to kill. There's the first one going down sideways. Gets the second frag as well. That's the bomb down. Survives the AWP shot. It is going to be even Stevens now, but Crystal gets the second shot on Angel. And that's going to be a 2 versus 1. We have Dozier already waiting just outside the bomb site. This is going to be awkward for Crystal, because if he goes for the plant, it's going to be an instant push from the CTs, but they're not even going to wait. That's going to be important as Crystal does try and clear out the tunnel. And it looks like he's going to run towards top mid, but we'll see if he decides to push A or if he goes back to B. It's going to be Dozier holding an angle. Is he going to look at T-spawn in time to see him? No, he's not. So Crystal now going to be heading towards long. And he has 20 seconds, so this is not going to be easy for him. Let's have a look at where Dozier is right now, because he may catch him while he crosses. Indeed, he is holding the angle. Crystal with 60 HP. Will he survive here? No, he won't. Dozier are going to take him out, make it a big 5-0 here to HellRaisers.
Okay, we'll have to see how they are going to react now. Penta with some AKs to play with, but generally speaking, it's not looking really all that hot for them. They haven't been able to find anything off of these standard rounds just yet, as HellRaisers have been playing very slow, very patient, not pushing the middle. And the entry frags haven't been made by Penta when they've been trying to open up the angles. Instead, it's the aggression, the random, seemingly random plays from players like Simple that's catching Penta off guard, and they seem not to be able to find a read just yet, as HellRaisers are already 5-0 of Penta.
Long will remain unchallenged for the time being as Felix gets sent down to 8 HP. Crystal on 50 with the AWP already. Markloff only with P250 at the moment, which is a bit strange because I'm sure he has the money to buy should he wish to. We have, he is playing Pit as well, so that's going to be interesting. He's not going to be challenged for the time being, so hopefully he'll manage to hold that with only that P250 for the HellRaisers. Meanwhile, Penta are going to be looking to breach somewhere. They have 45 seconds remaining. The bomb's in lower tunnels at the moment, so I think a mid to B push may be possible here. However, we do have 2 players looking to go towards long, but HellRaisers seem to be expecting something. They've got 3 people on long at the moment, so Markelov will have support should he need it. Simple doesn't get a frag on Crystal, while Speedy takes Markelov's head off, so just think he didn't buy anything but a P250. Dozier forces Speedy as well, and that's going to be long down. However, we do have Simple with the AWP on site. What can he do here for his team? And it's going to find Kuchar, so frags coming left and right. It's going to be Simple versus 2. He's still on the site here. 10 seconds left. Can they take him out? Going to get shot in the back there by Penta. So clutch at the end of the round. Can they pick up the AWP? Yes, they will. Speedy will throw it over to Crystal, who will be trying to get some revenge now on Simple. Simple buying another AWP this time. Lots of money in the bank there. I do wonder why Markov didn't have a gun in the last round. It seems a bit bizarre to me, but Wouldn't have been able to make use of it anyway, as he did get shot straight in the head. Simple with a fast boost onto the short area.
Oh!
Gets a double frag straight through the chest and into the face there. That's absolutely disgusting. Bomb down as well. That's extra information. And PENTA are going to be in trouble here.
A bomb is just dropped there. I don't think anyone wants to go near it. Simple just dropped a bomb on lower dark. They will hazard themselves to pick up though. As Simple is going to reposition himself. Certainly one for the highlights as PENTA try to just salvage the round, reconstruct something, MacGyver something together. That's a great pop flash. And this is exactly the place that they need. They do get 2 frags, and there is the return from Marklov, who's going to stop the approach up from short. They can't quite seem to make their way into some map control here. Great entry from Crystal. Marklov does go down. And with 2 players left standing for HellRaisers, this should be a bomb plant for PENTA, as they are quite far away. And Dennis just trying to make sure that he's in position to support his teammate. If they play this together, if they play this well, and by the book, it should go quite well for them. That's a good Molotov onto the side. Very well played by HellRaisers. Good call to throw that in there. Kucha now against Dennis, who's very, very low. Had to jump behind onto the slope as Kucha comes from the side and will actually manage to make the kill. And that's going to be the defuse there for HellRaisers as they go 6-1. So
Kucha going to be hunting for the AWP for Simple as well. But Simple jumped down into CT spawn, so he's not going to find one anywhere. That's going to be a lot of money out of the coffers.
You can almost hear them on the comms. It's like, oh, and he's like looking around. It's like, where?
Yeah.
Like, no, down.
It's nice to see that Simple seems to be playing in the Kenny S style, where he gets a frag and rotates to a completely different part of the map. Crystal did manage to get revenge on him that time when he moved over to mid, but the general point may be quite advantageous for HellRaisers' playstyle if it does become a new thing for them. We do have a full eco here from PENTA in lower tunnel. We may see a mid to B push here. We've got a smoke on Dennis and Crystal, so it looks fairly likely at the moment. Going to try and keep out of sight. Simple going to retreat towards upper B and keep himself out of trouble by using the range here. Crystal going to run distraction while there are frags coming in CT spawn. The T's are going to push towards B now.
And Simple coming in with the flick shot. Going to find himself one. That's it though, and it's going to be Kucha left on the bomb site. Does get spotted, and they are going to take him down after that. Did get 1 frag for his trouble. Speedy picks up the AWP. He's not going to waste that. Takes the shot, hits Marklov. Dozier now going to make his way back from CT spawn to a safer position to try to survive and keep his weapon alive. We quickly check the money right now. We can see that PENTA, despite having only 1 round on the board, have just done so much damage every round, and that's had such a huge toll on the economy. I mean, we do have 3,400 as basically the largest amount of bank for one of the players, and that's kind of crazy. It's almost inconceivable, despite thinking about how many rounds that they've won, that they've put together here. So very interesting stuff here, and PENTA going to be going into this now with a chance to turn things around for their team.
Indeed, and let's see what kind of money situation we have here on the CT side and what kind of buy is coming out. Angel with 12 frags for his team already. We've got the scouts coming out for Markelov and the AWP back on Simple, who's got 10 kills himself. So doing really well are those two for HellRaisers' team. No frags coming in that long just yet. Sorry, at middle. And there is a long push in play at the moment. Markelov Dozier does take down 1 person, so they've put the M4 down there rather than Marklov, who was there previously, but it's going to be a 3-man push to take out Dozier. It's going to be 4v4 at the moment with the T's in control of long. Simple almost finding someone on his crosshair just there, but they are going to stay out of sight just yet. Simple going to play the advantageous angles and not overextend.
Oh,
that said, he
nice.
gets ripped by Crystal as he does go out a bit too far.
Go across, and that's a nice flash. Takes 2 frags for that, and it's just Angel left, so it's a really good cleanup, and that's going to force HellRaisers to the eco, as PENTA are going to build massively on their economy. And HellRaisers are in that precarious situation where they have to ask themselves, okay, how do we get back into the game now, guys? I mean, this is one of the hardest maps to really bring yourself back on as a CT, I often find, and I think we've seen a lot of results that really reflect that. We've seen a lot of big teams actually kind of lose to, largely on paper what you would consider lesser teams, just because that can be so hard. Sometimes as a CTs, you only get like a few key moments, and if you aren't able to pull it together, or if the other team pulls out some crazy clutches in those moments, then the game can tend to fall apart as the T's are running through. So I have to see if HellRaisers can do something smart or interesting. They only need one more eco after this, and Dozier's actually going to toss a scout over to Simple. So we might see some CZs in action here.
Angel managed to save that at the end of the last round, and it's like past the parcel here. It's going to land on Markelov. Angel saves his armor as well from the previous round, so CZ armor for him, and the scout for Markelov does get tagged straight away through the doors, has 33 HP, so we'll see what role that scout has to play later on in this round. Smoke goes down on long. Angel will rotate his CZ and armor elsewhere now. See if they can get any frags, potentially playing close quarters on short instead of long. But we have the T's loitering, being weary at the moment, don't want to get caught short by the echoing CTs. Looks like we're going to have a bait situation here on the B-bomb site, but nobody there just yet. Again, we have Felix with the AK playing the long-range game in the B area. Just wants to make sure they don't get caught too close. But we can see Angel playing a position where his teammates could possibly flash him in. And there comes that flash. And he will push, get 2 frags as well. That's massive here for HellRaisers. Dozier gets another frag on Speedy. 2 frags coming back here for Penta. It's going to be 3 versus 2. And Crystal may feel a bit vulnerable now with that AWP. Because if he gets peeked by 2 or more CTs, then that could be the end of the round here for Penta.
Kucha on the flank, ready to actually push, but he needs to find confirmation first that they are actually going, otherwise he's going to get caught off and wants to keep his position of strength alive. And Simple going to actually find himself the AWP from short. And they are going to make their way into the B-bomb site, so it looks like Felix might just spot Kucha soon, but he does get smoked off, so that's pretty smart. And Simple might just want to save this AWP, considering their economic situation, considering the amount of damage he can deal with it. But looks like they're going to go and assault him just straight out of the door and window. They're going to find the kill as Markelov tries to do some damage with the scout. It's not like he's... Oh, that's a nice jump shot there from Markelov, as Crystal is now the last man standing here for Penta on the bomb site. They're going to charge him down, and that's Markelov taken out first. Oh, and Kucha can't quite do it, as we have ourselves a situation for HellRaisers now. Still, they can put the buy in, but again, if they lose this, we're going to see a Penta that are going to start springing ahead really fast.
Okay, we've got AWPs up for both teams again. The difference is Crystal has 7 grand in the bank, while Simple has literally nothing left. This is all he has at the moment in his hand. That's an AWP, and he's going to have to make it rain with that thing if he wants to keep HellRaisers' lead here. They've lost a number of rounds in a row now. They were up, I think it might have been 6-0 at the moment, sorry, previously, but now it's 6-4. So Penta getting back into this match slowly but surely. Going to see the push through the mid doors here potentially. It might be going for the bait and switch, or just maybe a general bait for the CTs to exhaust their nades. And exhaust their nades they will, as we do see some counter flashes and smokes coming out here for the HellRaisers team. Got a precautionary Molotov getting thrown onto short there. And slowly but surely the T's will push, try and get a pick here. But Markelov hiding in plain sight will just stand on the box and shoot Felix in the face. Will retreat, smoke will go down, but Penta in no man's land now, going backwards and forwards, not sure what to do there. Will be smoked off from CT spawn. Do have 1 player in the B tunnels at the moment, just making sure they don't get flanked from there, but looks like the the A short push is what is going to happen here. Dozier on site with the M4. We can see Simple's in long as well, so he'll be able to support. Markelov is below them as well. He may be able to pop heads if they all look out with the right timing. And we'll see a drop down into Slope, but Dennis will be more than Markelov. Dozier bringing in 3 frags for his team there. Bit of GoTV lag, unfortunately, so I'm a bit jerky at the moment. Hopefully it clears itself up very soon. But the AWP will survive here, and most of the HellRaisers players, which will be very important for their economy that there isn't much of at the moment, despite that victory. So a few more of those and they'll be dandy. In the meantime, on Penta's side, they've got no money either. And Kucha just gets ripped straight out of this round. He's not going to be doing anything anytime soon.
It's quite difficult for them now as they have to split up, but they haven't yet decided to stick 2 on the site directly for B, as Angel needs to get his ass over there, as there's no one else to do this job other than him. And they are actually keeping 2 players on long at the moment, and we'll actually see Dozier, I think, is the man. Actually, that's not Dozier, it is Markelov, who is over by CT spawn. So he's going to be able to hear a lot. He's going to actually get taken out by Crystal. That slither of a gap there is going to be enough for Crystal to find the frag with the AWP, already opening up this round with 2 frags, and things are going to get real for Angel very soon on this B bomb site, as he is patiently awaiting the push, and his teammates are setting up the flank. But Angel, the only way this can go for them to have a chance is for him to make quite a few frags. He's going to find one, and that's all he's going to be able to take down this far. And Robson going to peek out, spot a player as well. They've got a beat on exactly where all of HellRaisers are, and as they split up into dark as well. They've got everything covered now. PENTA very good as the push. The desperation from HellRaisers shows itself, and Simple decides he is just going to keep this AWP alive. But they know where he is, and they are trying to chase him down. Simple is going to have to try to defend this, or he's going to have to do it for his team, because if we check out their money, it is not looking good.
That's the AWP down and out. Free AWP for the T's, should they want it. We've got Crystal AWPing for the time being. Lots of CZs on their team as well. Despite all having primary weapons, we've got 4 CZs out for the terrorists, so maximum trolling to be done from them. Kuchi with the scout is going to try and cause some economical damage here. HellRaisers still with a 2-round lead at the moment, but looking unlikely to extend that in this run as well. That CZ as a primary weapon.
Sick fast push coming in from PENTA. The no-nonsense dry rush without any nades, really. And Robson just destroying them in the back. And PENTA are going to make themselves a very fast and clean round as HellRaisers now move in for the buy. But it is a scrappy buy, to say the least. As well, at least at the very least, Simple has an AWP. So there's that.
Speedy and Crystal are carrying PENTA at the moment. They're very much responsible for these 6 rounds, judging by the kills, and that's going to be a great boost over the smoke there to try and get a pick on shot, but there will be nobody short at the moment. We do have Robson near bottom mid, lower tunnels, but nobody's going to be walking along the plat for the time being, so Simple going to be fragless for these next few seconds here. We have a lot of T's loitering around mid for the time being. Possible smokes coming in. Oh, looking for a haircut is Crystal. Is he going to find one? Flash coming in. It's going to make Simple move away. We'll get a trade frag on Dennis, so he takes out Kucha. And the war of attrition does begin in mid. And again, we have Felix has just been loitering. Sorry, not Felix, it's Speedy. He's been loitering around T-spawn to B at the moment. It's going to rotate around to long and see if he can find himself a Dozier, who's going to be in pit.
Speedy edging his way in. Dozier's there, and he knows it. Just doesn't know exactly where and when he's going to appear. Speedy checking every nook and cranny. Dozier now reveals himself and will take Speedy down. His position now given up, but Robson, in the meantime, has found his way all the way up towards this site. But there's Markov behind Graffiti. He's ready and waiting. He's going to spray down Robson. Does get traded on, though. Felix going to be able to plant the bomb off the back of that kill. But he is 1 on 3. Is he going to just drop down? It looks like he's going to flash himself down. This is really, really nice by Felix. Can he execute, though? Does take the frag onto Angel. There's 2 more players to find, though, as Felix is trying to paint a masterpiece here with this AK-47, and he's going to get eliminated by Dozier. Very quick stuff. It was a good effort from Felix, and they did get the bomb down in the end and cause a bit of damage, but it is going to be the round for HellRaisers as they go 8-6. So lovely stuff here for HellRaisers. A generally good start for their first half on Dust 2.
Yeah, that was really good reactionary play from the remaining 2 CTs. Dozier not facing, just holding the angle there, so his teammate basically gets a free defuse on the bomb, and then when the T chose to face, Dozier was there to just rip his head off. Not that it was necessary, it would have run around anyway, but hey, more damage is good damage. And Simple just missing the frag there on T-spawn. And this is, as DDK said, the last round of the first half. We've got a rotation already out of B from the HellRaisers team. Nobody in B for the time being. Maybe expecting a strong attack through mid, but it wasn't to be. Most of the T's currently loitering around the long area. And we're going to have 3 HellRaiser CTs towards A at the moment. Still early days as the bomb isn't really going anywhere, but PENTA do have control of long. They've got 2 people there at the moment, 1 in pit, 1 by the blue container. And they may choose to push short as well. They've currently got, I believe that's Felix left in mid, just going to keep an eye out for flanks and so on, but he's going to go and join him long as well. So it looks like they're going to, oh, they're swapping roles actually. So Speedy going to come and just hang out in the background while the rest of the team push A.
Markov is going to find himself some action soon, but he does get smoked off, and they are going to know that Penta are coming, and Simple's going to get eliminated immediately. Stuff is getting really bad, really fast here for HellRaisers. In comes the fire from above. Felix takes down another one. Dozier in with a response, but that bomb is down and a ticking. To see if they're able to push this. The nades coming in a torrent over towards short, as Penta set themselves up for a most sinister of defenses here. It does get smoked, but hits the shot regardless. Switches out for the AK-47. They are waiting patiently for the repeat, but he knows not to do that would be a fool's errand. Too soon now, as Felix tries to keep this bomb alive, and that is soon to explode. There should be nothing that can be done. Dozier is going to get the frag, but there's still a Spiddy left over, and that bomb will explode. And there you go. 7 rounds for Penta, 8 for HellRaisers. This is anyone's game.
Indeed it is. HellRaisers managed to just keep their small lead throughout that whole half, but it's only 1 lead at the moment, and we'll have to see if they can continue here on the second half, and if their AWPing of Simple will prevail. We can see Angel doing huge work for them on that half, and on the other side we have Speedy doing great work along with Crystal for their team. Robson with only 4 kills in that half at the moment, and the lowest on HellRaisers would be Markelov and Kucha on 7. So those guys all going to have to raise their game if they are to end up at DreamHack here. You know, it is important, even if they lost every game at DreamHack, the mere sticker money would make it worth it for them, as you can see from Lurpus's article on HLTV. So definitely a lot on the line for both of these teams, and this Dennis is going to have the opening frag here on Kucha, and Speedy going to follow up on Dozier as the HellRaisers team try to push the A side.
Markov will make a frag though, and Simple follows behind. The bomb is in his trusty hands in place of the usual AWP. And they have to spot the players. They need to be spotted. Let's put another one long at long. Simple does find himself the long range frag, but he's lost his friend, and they're just picking away at him from every single conceivable angle. And they will take him down and get the defuse. But the bomb was planted for HellRaisers, which is good news. It means that they can keep the pressure on. Only 1 eco, and then they're back in the action with rifles. So Penta are going to have to, their buy should really reflect this. And we are seeing only 1 scout. So that's good. No, you know, they know that they're going to be up against AKs next round, so SMGs are a bit folly-some.
Folly-some indeed.
Now that is a word.
We'll see. Is it? You sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. Speedy coming out with the scout, as aforementioned. We'll see what he can do with it, if anything. Kucha playing the close-up game with the P250, but the CTs are smarter than to push that smoke. Nothing to gain by doing that here against an eco with absolutely no armor here for the HellRaisers. Crystal is going to take out Kucha, and Simple and Markelov going to follow him to the grave as Dozier gets a small bit of revenge on Speedy. The bomb is down at long, however, so this round's pretty much over. We've got 2 CTs pushing. 1 does fall, but Angel will find himself as the last man standing. Needs to pop some heads if he is to do any extra damage here. Not a bad eco so far from HellRaisers, causing all kinds of damage here for Team Penta. Probably cost them kind of $10,000 to $11,000 in that, just from some $300 P250s, which would have paid for themselves as well after getting those frags.
Certainly, and it's really nice for Penta to have such a start on the CT half. Again, you know, I always talk about economy. People are already sick of hearing me talk about how
Tell me more, DDK.
How annoying it can be on the CT side. But for Penta, it's not annoying. They've managed to get the early round momentum. But this is the first problem round we're going to see, as we might see. Well, Dozier's just here to lock this down, just make sure that no one pushes. And usually a team will have a man who's kind of responsible for long. I think for a long time ago for NIP it was Get Right, but then it turned into fifth Lion. I think that's the modern standard for NIP on this map. But looks like Angel's actually looking for something in middle, and he might just find it if he's not too careful. He is going to back away though, as HellRaisers try to eliminate all the possibilities before they decide to go for a play. But it looks like the B split is soon to be, as the bomb is traversing its way through Upper Dark.
To be or not to be, DDK?
To be. There you go, as Angel busts out the double doors, and in between the smokes he's going to find Dennis and lines up his AK and takes away his life as HellRaisers set themselves up for more havoc. Angel actually is just alone there in middle, going to fall back and go the dark route. So a very interesting approach to this push as Kucha finds himself some trouble behind, but he's got teammates to help him out. Simple gonna grab the frag along range as well with the AWP. Felix coming in with the HE, but really this is not to be done for PENTA as they do back away, and HellRaisers are looking really strong. An unorthodox B play, but it turned out very, very well. So good reads from HellRaisers, and with 2 rifles, what do PENTA do?
Indeed, I think they have to play the preservation game right now, as they are going to spread each other out across the map to ensure at least one of them manages to survive. All the T is going to be going towards T spawn, so Felix is going to have to be careful here. I don't think he's going to meet any of them, however. So
it's an interesting one, because the way that HellRaisers should play it is that they should kind of push people up on both sides to kind of see where the rifles are. So if they stack both rifles on one side, let's say B or something, and then they're pushing up to A and they spot nothing, they can just hit A, and then the rifles are kind of useless. But then they can save the rifles at the same time. So it's good and also bad. It has its pros and it has its cons. So it really depends on what they want to achieve. And they have actually brought up some weapons behind it, so would expect them to not want to play that style.
okay, so we have an aggressive short push here from Dennis. Angel may or may not have spotted him. His crosshair is in his general direction. I think he did see him, but Dennis is going to retreat and escape with his life. We do have a very mixed spy here from the PENTA side. It's no mixed grill, as we've got a few pistols here mixed in with a FAMAS and 2 M4s. Next to no grenades here for the CT team either. They do have 2 people in CT though. May be able to counter this push. Angel will be forced back out of the double door area. We have 1 T in the B area at the moment, and again we've got the CTs asking some questions in long, having a quick peek, making sure they aren't going to get bum rushed. But the nades are coming into mid and short. Again, HellRaisers just teasing back and forth.
Angel's been a very strong and effective entry fragger for HellRaisers thus far, and he's going to go for it again through middle, crawling through the smoke. Robson is there and vanishes from vision, almost magically so. And Angel just crawling through. He's going to find the frag on top of him, and he has CT spawn. He can hold this position, and look at that. He's going to find another frag onto Felix, and PENTA are being ripped asunder as the bomb does get planted finally, and Spiddy's looking at a 1-on-3. He has himself a kit, but he's going to get attacked from multiple angles. 3 at once, and that's just not going to work. PENTA go down around as HellRaisers rise to prominence, and they do so with the most effective of rounds.
So they find themselves back in the lead after having to play a little bit of catch-up there versus PENTA. Again, simple with the AWP, and PENTA finding themselves on another eco here. We've got Speedy with a CZ. He's going to have a smoke as well. Felix with a 5-7, Dennis with a 5-7. This could still be dangerous for the T's. They have to make sure they play at the right angles. Dennis getting very close to Dozier here, and he could come out on top if he gets the first shot off. Dozier just going to flash himself in, and that's what I'm talking about. He's so close. It's 1 shot to the head and dead. That's a free gun there for Dennis. Going to get out with all of his life intact. I say that as he's got 52 HP, in fact. HellRaisers starting to speed up now. They've lost control of the long area. They can't stay in mid. They might get flanked. Kucha going to look for something. Is he going to miss? He's going to jump on top of CT. Oh, he has no idea what's going on right now, but manages to get the frag anyway. That was absurd. There is still some CTs alive there. 1 on the site. Crystal does go down. Window's going to be peeked here by Dennis, who does have some Kevlar. Bomb is down as well. It's a 2v2. This is getting worse and worse for HellRaisers.
Markloff on 4 health. Speedy going for the jump there for the spot to try to see what's going on. They know where the bomb is. They can see it on the radar. Angel is going to spot him just very quickly as the smoke does dissipate, but they don't know yet that they're both outside. They don't have that information. They only know that there's one, and Angel's going to pick up the bomb. Is he going to go for the plant or go for the fake? He does just go for the committed plant, and the bomb does get dropped. Still looking at the back, but here Dennis comes out the window, sprayed down by Angel, as it is Spiddy left. He's going to get taken down as well. So HellRaisers going to bring themselves the round. But it was very scary, and as James pointed out, I think it was pretty smart that upon losing long, they just hit the B push just straight away. But it was quite funny. Kuchel actually jumped on the guy that was crouching in the corner. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really funny indeed. And we are going to see a full buy from both teams. Double AWPs here for the CT side PENTA. We just have a look at where Dennis and Crystal are playing. We're going to have Dennis playing long. Crystal looking at mid, short area. Not going to find anyone at the moment. Robson down to 75 HP. May have just been on the receiving end of some penetration damage from an AWP. No helmets but one for the CT side on Speedy. Then it's going to have an aggressive position, take out Dozier at long.
Crystal's going to spot some action, but Simple's the one to make the kill. And that AWP now falls to the floor as Penta go down a man, and things are all squared up. As Angel gets pop flashed out. Angel, you know, we can see him again and again. You know, something to notice that HellRaisers give him this role because he's damn good at it, to pop flash him out. But now it's Simple's turn. Simple's role to try and edge on some angles and open up the round with a pick. And he's not going to be able to do it with the AWP, so Angel once again going to be the man, the point of contact here for HellRaisers, just sitting in middle with that AK-47. And perhaps looking to open up a frag onto the A bomb site now. But Simple is probably better suited for this with the AWP, but that said, with 10 points of health, he might just give the job to a teammate, but going to check out his weapon before he likely dies.
Yeah, Simple definitely had his bell rung there earlier on in the match, and gets rung again, and that time it's going to be wrong for the last time as Dennis takes his head off. Dennis looking for a second frag now. Kucha taking down Speedy. Dennis needs to hold there. He's got a big long flashbang coming on. The flank from Long is coming, but it takes down Markelov. Can he hold the side here? Going for the no-scope. Not going to be his day in that respect. Kucha down to 34 HP. We've got jumping frags here from Robson. Time's going to run out, and that's going to be a wrap. Robson's, I don't know what, he's going to do some NBA Jam business, but with a rifle rather than a basketball. Just killing everybody on the site there.
Yep, he's definitely worthy of the NBA with the jump like that, with a vertical like that. Robson is playing the wrong sport, man. He's in the wrong league. And Penta, they go 10 to 11 now as we have time to do a quick check on the money. Because this round's both teams, and it's getting quite late. 22 rounds played, so Dozier. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is so dangerous from Dozier. And Crystal, look at that. Wow, how long was he visible there? I'm not even sure.
Kind of weird.
I'm not even sure how long he was visible. Was he not wearing the right glasses? Is he short-sighted or something?
He didn't have his high visibility jacket on. Health and safety.
All right, so looks like we're dropping a lot of frames. Let's have to see if we can fix this issue. As that we just had a 4 ups. Yeah, just moving towards that areas, kind of so they've been on find the ready to actually move in on top. They actually try to rush. It's not what particularly leaves it all to do by his teammates. Making the 2 frags, but so far it's not going to happen. Simple's the last man standing with that AWP, and you would never count the man out. Oh my god! Barely avoiding getting taken out. Playing with fire. Oh, almost had the bomb planted. That's a ridiculous P250 headshot coming in from Simple there. Can barely believe that connected, but it will all be halted. The ridiculousness put back in control by Spiddy in the end. And we tie things up 11 to 11 on Dust 2 here between HellRaisers and Penta. And so far we're seeing great stuff from both teams. And of course, you know, as we were mentioning, you know, that round was really worth 2. And we're seeing the eco now from HellRaisers. So this should be a given for Penta. And considering how low their economy is, they certainly don't want to mess about right now. They need to make sure that they don't lose anyone. Or if they do, you know, really keep the losses to a minimum. And you can see that they are trying to use the ranges of the rifles as much as possible. We do have the push cycling through middle now. So they decided not to push through short, but they're going to meet the FAMAS of Robson, who is going to easily take down 3 players. All those as the Eagle is on Markle now. The game short now. Just ahead. With this shot there, Markelov, a lot of damage down there. Even the skin on this, very wrong there, almost taking another frag, and that's like all of us. Don't count or listen. the amount of damage that was actually achieved there by Markov, that was really, really good work by him. We can see the effect now. The economy is really strained for PENTA. They're against the ropes there. And again, I think we're in a this round means 2 situation, pretty much. That is pretty much the case right now, as PENTA won't really have the possibility to buy effectively, and nor will HellRaisers should they lose this round. So really important round this late into the game, and short push is the order, and it's going to be PENTA to just absolutely murder HellRaisers. Good spray down, does take down 2 players in the end. We move to a very simple looking right now, but he does finish off by Felix. And you never know what this man can do. You never know what he's not looking good now as the star AWPer of HellRaisers does go down. It's not the way you want to start things off here. And quick recap of the money. Once again, we can see that PENTA and HellRaisers still both against the ropes in that department, meaning that HellRaisers can bring themselves back if they manage to do something miraculous in this round. But they need to find something. A player from HellRaisers surely needs to deliver. And Dozier almost getting Dennis down to 20 points of health. He is bleeding out right now as HellRaisers now make their way towards middle again. They do have a man. It is Kucha towards the B, just holding on, just making sure that it's a very standard position to prevent any pushes into the upper dark from PENTA for the information to keep them safe. And Angel once again going for these entry kills. We can see these double smokes often coming out from HellRaisers. It's been a bit of a trend from them so far. Angel getting flashed quite dramatically so. And to see if he can make something happen here. The flame goes down, and Angel caught from 2 angles at once. Not happening so far for HellRaisers. Markov picking up the AWP as simple. Dozier getting 2 frags. Felix now can stop everything, but Kucha drops him cold, as now Crystal coming back in. It's a frag for a frag constantly here as Markov switches out for the AK-47. Does have to pick up the bomb now. And there it is. It's going to go down, and they're going to jump straight through the smoke after hearing the defuse. And he runs out of bullets. It's madness now. And HellRaisers are barely going to be able to secure the round. And the save of the AWP surely to be tossed over to the man, Simple, who is certainly fuming after going down so early in that round. But HellRaisers now forcing out the eco from PENTA, can be right back in this game. And we'll have to see what Simple is going to be able to do with this timing. He has got himself a really nice timing. Here he is. There's the peak. Just barely missing the players, but they're going to be up in his face. Simple misses the close range shot. Goes down at the start, and that's going to be an AWP for Dennis. And Dozier, he's got to run damage control. He's got to try to save this, but so much time has passed, and Dozier can't effectively actually get that AWP off the hands of Dennis. So that is a frag one. And the AWP. This is huge news here for PENTA, who obviously are ecoing. So we'll have to see if HellRaisers once again can run damage control and bring this round to a head to a victory as Dozier now goes in. But Dennis is in place with the AWP. Oh, such a good play from Dennis, using that AWP to the most efficiency possible.
Okay, so it's like a Virtus Pro setup here again with the AWP and all eco here, and it's working out brilliantly here for PENTA. Only 2 plays remain for HellRaisers. This is not what they planned, to say the least. They have 35 seconds remaining. Now it's only Angel versus 4 here. He has got control of the bomb, but will get shot in the back, and that's going to make it match point here, sorry, game point here for PENTA in this first match of this best of 3.
Oh, it's a B spawn. It's a B spawn.
It's a B spawn, chaps.
And that means you got to go B.
Hold your horses.
Got to go B.
Get the chariots ready. We're going into B.
All right. Well, they're not. Oh, they're gonna
fail. Boom, boom, boom.
His most advanced 7. They wasted the B spawn. Oh my god, they suck. Oh my god. No. HellRaisers going to go for a bit of play towards long. There has been a lot of aggression that's been spotted there. If they take over long, this could be really, really good. Now we can see 2 players falling back rapidly. Now PENTA often playing 2 players from long, and this is really effective now that they have pushed them away from that. And we do have Angel coming up with the CZ. Try to see what damage he can accomplish. They don't have to commit to A right now. Look at the rotation that they've created. 4 players now of PENTA on the A site. They don't have to commit, but will they? Markov gets the pick onto Dennis with the scout, and off of that, they're going to go in. Simple now, going to be the one running the AK into that bomb site. Crystal from both sides caught. Oh, great play there. Angel keeping himself alive to draw the fire, and a nice frag found by him, and he earns that weapon. He picks it up, the M4, and Felix is the last man here. Can HellRaisers do this? It's 3 rounds for the run back.
We could be heading to overtime if this continues here for the HellRaisers team. That was a fantastic push in long. They could have left a few people there and tried to push other parts of the site, but Markelov opened it up for them with that scout. The scouts proving their worth again and again these days, and they've picked up an AWP as well. They've got all the weapons. Felix just going to go for the exit frags. Maybe he'll try and push the pit if he finds someone there. Simple just going to be shooting some cadavers on the floor there. I'm surprised it's not Angel's body, as he's normally the one who gets the team kills. We also have Angel just being careful, just holding the angle, so if Felix tries to pick anyone in pits here, he is going to get shot in the back of the head. And there it is.
Nasty. Very, very nasty. And Felix, very low money. Spitty, very low money. This is certainly not looking very good for Penta. They're forced to eco. And of course, they have the 1 round that they can play with. The last time they did this, they were able to take a pick from the longhouse and actually pick up an AWP and really damage HellRaisers and actually win multiple situations with that. This time they're keeping things relatively passive, you know, not trying to be predictable, which is very smart. HellRaisers are playing very defensively, as they know the situation at hand, that Penta are struggling in this round.
Indeed, they're going to have to fish for the information, as we often see from CTs here on Ecos. Then it's going to be having a look on short. May find Angel, who is in lower B at the moment. Got to be careful. Oh, it's going to get 2 players in short. What the hell's going on? Angel's going to push through the double doors and come back. Get the first frag. Can he get the second? No, this is eco for eco right now. As Kucha's going to try and even things up here, getting a frag on the B bomb site against Robson. The flank could come in here. Dozier needs to be careful. Needs to look in the right place at the right time, and he will. Taking down Crystal. Going to be looking at mid and short as well. It is 2 versus 2. They have to go and retrieve the bomb as well. They could have an angle on the bomb from short. Unbeknownst to him, he is going to be very, very careful here. There won't be anyone short anymore. It is, again, a 2 versus 2. No guns just yet for Penta. Going to be trying to get one once the site take comes in here. 1 player mid, 1 player on B. So we'll see if Speedy can make anything of this.
Oh, that timing.
Spot the back of somebody, and he may just walk and try and get a gun. That nade's going to bounce and put him from 99 to 34 HP. That is brutal. That is soul-destroying. That is crushing. Can they get any guns, though? Will they save? 5 seconds remaining. Bombs go down. Felix now with an AK. Speedy now with an AK. They've got nothing to lose here, actually. They may as well even just try and do as much as possible.
Yeah, they can buy next round regardless, so they're going to go for this and do the damage that they can find to make the next round easier. And Dozier there. Oh, that was painful. Kucha now going to take him out, but that was really, really damaging. 4 men taken down. That should not have happened for HellRaisers. Obviously, they are able to put the full buy-in, but that's extra money for the players who were getting the frags. It may only be a measly 300 apiece, but that's, you know, that's an extra smoke.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference between cutting off a bomb site for an extra 20 seconds. And you saw there were 5 seconds remaining before the bomb went down in that one, so it can make all the difference here. HellRaisers need to win this round. They must win this round, otherwise they lose the map. It's all on the line. It's all down to this last final round here. 4 nades, full AK, simple with the AWP. On the CT side again, we do have Crystal with the AWP. Limited nades here for the CTs.
The usual suspect here for Penta with that AWP. Still just working middle. And not actually rotating just yet. In fact, okay, now he's going to go rotating. This is the standard stuff with the AWPers. Once you get smoked off, they can try to run to short and get the angle, so they can peek short and drop off if they hit or miss the shot.
Yeah, keep themselves useful here. I want to stand behind a smoke for 30 seconds.
And you don't want to be up against this man. You don't want to risk it at this point of time. If you don't have to, then it's not really worth it at this point, I think. And in goes the smoke grenade. So they try to make their way in, and I'm sure Angel's going to be the man to be pushing through. So he always is. Angel, the entry fragger, does get flashed back. I think they spotted him, though. Angel's getting pressured here. The suppressing fire coming in, and there's the frag. Wins the one-on-one. Switches away from the AK, jumps around. Angel gets picked off, and Marco's ready to go for the jump across. Does force the miss from Crystal. Crystal is under a lot of pressure. They're getting really close to his position now. Misses the flick again. They still haven't challenged his position just yet. Crystal in a lot of trouble, but still alive. He actually makes the frag, and he's going for the wall bangs. Things are getting worse and worse here for HellRaisers, but Simple, Kucha with insane responses now as everybody is low. CZ going to come out from Simple, and he makes the 2 frags, and HellRaisers are going to be able to tie. They're going to be able to push it to an overtime. And if we look at the scores, it is definitely, as you would expect, Angel and Simple hugely top fragging for their team. The entry fragger and the AWP Deluxe Central.
Angel will be thanking Gabe in that round went to their way, because again, that's like a 1.6 tick you used to get where people would bring out their knife for no reason and bring out the AK again. I saw Taz do it on LAN one time, and that did cost them a round as well. They did it at the wrong time.
I've seen Existence do that a lot as well.
Couldn't fire the weapon, yeah.
Rounds
it's like a tick. It's like it makes the weapon feel fresher and makes you feel like you'll have like faster, sharper aim or something, but it's completely pointless. And
it's detrimental. It can be well, it can be, yeah, it's detrimental. It just is. I've seen a lot of players like caught off when they think, oh, you know, can I have my knife out now, when they could have even a pistol out. Indeed. And they get, someone comes around the corner.
Risk reward.
And they die.
Yeah, it's absolutely not worth it. We are seeing double AWPs here in the first round of overtime for the CTs, and Dennis gets shot in the nuts. That's horrible. Crystal is going to be the last man standing here with the AWPs for his team. Going to try and get an aggressive push through double doors, but not going to come out. Still going to be the man advantage here for HellRaisers. Markov with 62 HP at the moment. Simple still alive, working the AWP as much as he can. The Havoc causer on the HellRaisers team, the newest recruit. But he is the baddest man in the HellRaisers team at the moment. And Crystal's going to find another frag. This time Markov going to finish him off, put him down to 0, put him in the grave. It's going to be 4 versus 4 now.
Angel trying to get himself in. It's like he has an itch to just get through these double doors, and his teammates are always trying to help him, and it's been so effective. It's been really effective, and look at this. He's ever watchful. He's the guardian of those middle double doors, and we're going to see now the slow push in onto the B side as Angel runs distraction once again. They've done this strat quite a few times before. These tactics coming in are not fresh. Can PENTA recognize what's happening before it hits them, as it is about to? Actually dropping down to middle as we do have the push coming in, and looks like largely PENTA are picking up the kills. Spiddy and Robson holding it down. Felix coming in from the car, and it's all on Simple now to find something, but they won't. And just for the record, for those of you joining us, it is MR5, 16K, no 15K, 16K, 16K. No, for some reason 15K. Yeah, for some reason 15K jumped in my mind. I was like, I want to say 15K, but it's 16K.
5-3 off there.
16 of the Ks.
All the Ks. We're seeing a double boost in the smokes from the CTs at the moment. But look, and it's going to pay off. Crystal taking down Simple. What a brilliant little strat there. You do see that, but normally on the side of double doors, looking towards short, but not straight behind the smoke. Very deliberate strat there from PENTA. Gives them an early advantage here. In the second round of overtime is the first to 21 to be victorious here in the first game of this match. So we can see CT's moving towards long to try and find out some information. See if there's any CTs around. But those are just moving away from long towards the middle area for the time being. So Speedy not going to get any info yet. No intel to be had for his team. Slowly does it once again. HellRaisers taking something out of the Na'Vi book, but going to eat that nade. It's going to hurt Markolov and Angel. Put them both on around 60 HP here. So it's going to soften them up a little bit for the meat cleavers of the CT side. They're all huddled around shorts at the moment, just waiting for all these CT counter grenades to come out and finish. And here comes the push.
And Crystal is ready. Really good position to set this up, and this defense is going quite well at the moment. Crystal putting a shot, or trying to, into his teammate quickly before heading on up for the next frag onto Kucha. And combined with Dennis, it seems to be an immovable defense, and all of HellRaisers will fall to that, and we'll have ourselves a 17-15 first half so far. It's all about PENTA and their defensive capabilities. The ability to pick off players early with small tactical advantages created by boosts here and picks there. And Simple now getting the return, but look at that. Crystal coming in with a massive frag onto Simple, and that once again will square things up. But not just that, they remove the AWPer. They do have Markov always, but he's no Simple.
Simple's being picked off early again, but Dozy doesn't care. He's going to take out Dennis. and give HellRaisers the early advantage here. Now, we have seen that they like to play these rounds slow. We'll see how slow they go here. The previous 2 rounds haven't worked out for them. They've kept their options open with Kucha just loitering around the B area, making sure the flank doesn't come in from the Ts. We've got max range being played here by Felix on the B side, so he can raise the alarm as soon as possible should he need to here for his team. HellRaisers will, in fact, head towards over to B, leaving Angel in the long area, maybe running distraction, sorry. PENTA with difficult decisions to make and destruction, as they have 3 people to spread across 2 bomb sites and try and keep an eye on mid as well. So they're both going to play short on A, but the information has been found. Felix has raised the alarm for his team, got 1 frag. The nade's going to rip his face off, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2. Markloff will wait for the smoke to come out before crossing. We've got dual Berettas coming out here for Crystal. He's going to bring them along with a silence M4. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for them, and HellRaisers can even afford to actually get a little bit aggressive if they want to with this. We can see that they're going to jump up into the window looking for the picks. Crystal swapped out for that M4, and he's going to get taken out immediately. Spitty going to come in, try to get the trade. It's not happening. It's not coming quickly, and it's not coming effectively. It's going to get dropped down. It's going to be lying next to his fallen comrade, and HellRaisers fighting back now, picking up their first round in this first overtime, and they really need to get another one on the board because PENTA, they are looking quite good at the moment, and it's going to take you know, quite a lot for HellRaisers to actually shove them off of this lead that they currently have. And are we going to see an aggressive player with the AWP? Dennis is ready, slowly going to go for the walk up there now as we do see him on the position. Kucha's there, right behind the pillar. Dennis should be expecting this position, and he's not going to get it. His support gets dropped as well. Kucha with 2 huge kills, and that's going to open up B, punching all straight through the defense. And PENTA rushing to try and stop this aggression, but it's not quite happening for them. HellRaisers look to be unstoppable right now, as they are going to have their way with that B bomb site very shortly. He's still going to try to do his best though.
Push is coming in. We've got 3 people coming in through B. They've seen the smoke. That's given away the position of the CT defending this site. Robson is going to take down Markloff and Simple as well. Bomb goes down. Dozier gets the trade frag. Makes it a 2v2 here. They don't know if anyone's in the car area of the site or anything.
Uh-oh, Crystal. Oh, okay, they smoked it off. That's good for them. Good choice. There's the fake there from Dozier, as they try to set up PENTA for their retake. Got to synchronize this push. There is only 1 nade on Spitty. HellRaisers are waiting patiently. There's the peek, and there's the frag. Now Crystal going to swap out his weapon and go in. Dozier, the last man here. Already on this. He actually gets the 1-on-1 against Spitty, and now comes in Crystal, but it's not going to be enough for Dozier. He does get taken out. There's a few weapons and an extra kit found, and PENTA going to be taking another round. That's actually, they're starting to run away with this, and still good on the money though, HellRaisers, so they don't have to worry about that just yet.
Indeed, it is going to be another 3 rounds for PENTA to bring out the big W here. And in other news, LDLC are the first team to secure their spot at the DreamHack Winter. They defeated MyXMG 2-0, 16-1 on Overpass and 16-14 on Inferno. So congratulations to them. Let's see if PENTA or HellRaisers can take the second spot. It is the first game here, so we may see other teams qualify before them as well. So we currently have PKD against Flipside, and ESC are waiting for the winner of Alternate and London Conspiracy.
Alright, so Spitty going to make just on position here in CT spawn. Of course, their AWP, Crystal, was smoked off of middle. We can see this is the follow-up position, usually, very typically, and something that the Ts can expect. You can remove an AWP from this position, though, with correct nades. But of course, HellRaisers is going to push Angel out, or try to, out of middle, once again. But being very cautious, they are. So you're going to see him move on to the position of Crystal now, ready with his AWP, misses a shot, Molotov, incendiary down, and drops off. And he's got Spitty there to try and take the frag in his place, and that's exactly what happens. PENTA, good defense. HellRaisers are playing into it. Need to switch something up right now, and Markloff is just going to throw a smoke over and keep the pressure on as his teammates ready up for this push towards the B site. Robson is going to spot this though. Kucha is going to be the first man going in. Simple found long range, doesn't connect the shot. Robson finding his way out there, And he does get taken out. Oh my god!
What the hell?
Flying into the double doors. Dennis is not playing around. Simple.
Operation Human Shield.
Simple sent just flying there. I've seen everything. I've seen a
ragdoll
man fly.
Ever seen. That's the best ragdoll I've ever seen. Anyway, it's a 3 versus 3 retake here with 2 orbs. This is not going to be easy by any means. Dennis hunting for something, trying to get a fish on the hook, but nothing yet. That smoke wasting time. All these counter flashes as well. Then it's going to be Dennis down. Only Speedy remains here versus 3. The only guy with the M4. And it's going to be the last round of the overtime in favor of HellRaisers. I can't think of anything more difficult than trying to retake a site with 2 AWPs and only 1 M4.
With 2 negatives.
Man, I'm taking the site if I've got negatives. If I've got 2 negatives, that site is mine. I'm going to defuse the bomb with bullets through the wall.
Dual wield negatives.
I'm going to shoot the bomb and defuse it. Dual wielded negatives.
I think that needs to happen.
Let's do it.
That needs to happen on one Halloween. All right, so we have Crystal looking for the pick there into the B bomb site. It's not going to happen as we do move into the second half of the first overtime between Penta and HellRaisers. Both teams fighting very hard, and we do have a very forward position here for Simple. Look at this angle he's got.
I just realized it's overtime and it's HellRaisers.
Don't say it.
How have we not mentioned this before? Simple gets double naded down to 36 HP. Somebody smells a rat, trying to flush them out, but Simple's not going anywhere right now. Just going to hold his ground. Not that worried about the side of shorts at the moment.
And he might just be very smart here if he... actually, yeah, well, that is also smart. Backing away after all this time. He's seen some grenades, heard some stepping. He knows there's a lot of players towards an angle. Even if he's to get 1 frag, the trade is surely going to follow it up. So Simple backs away towards long. And they are going to make a split attempt. Here comes the push onto long, and so far, so good for Penta, but they haven't yet spotted the players. There comes Simple with the AWP, does take down Dennis. Dozier goes down for nothing. Crystal gonna find the frag on Angel. Oh, second one coming in as well. Oh, and he gets the third. Crystal going huge for his team. Penta struggling to get on the site, but finally they will do it thanks to the immaculate work from Crystal with that AWP.
That was an amazing, clean 3 frags there, showing you the power of the AWP. And Simple's going to be out for revenge. We've got Speedy and Simple both hitting that 30 bomb for their teams, and Crystal as well, and Dennis, in fact. So might be the edge here, all these 30 bombers on Penta side, giving them a 2-round advantage and putting them 2 rounds away from going to DreamHack here. Well, sorry, this is the first game, in fact. So not going to be going to DreamHack quite yet, but definitely on the right road.
After that series of frags, Crystal at least deserves to get a free ticket there, no matter what happens.
You can play for a mixed team with me if he likes.
As Simple. Let's ignore that, cast that aside. But Simple's ready. He's set up for the defense here. And so far, so good. HellRaisers, though, they don't actually have anyone to really support Simple, so if there is a push up here, and if there's any stepping actually, it will be heard by Dozier, who's actually going long. And there is the first frag from Simple. Starting off well, and that's all he's going to get though, and that's not really going to be good enough, as Penta going to put the bomb down instantly following that frag. And HellRaisers have to try and coordinate now, so there's a bit of time until they can make this push in. You can see them trying to see what they can do from CT spawn. 3 players from CT spawn, that's not ideal. Oh, and Speedy pops off the head of Angel as the fire does go down. That's actually going to force them back, and all of a sudden, HellRaisers are looking quite good, but the time is running out, and that is the plant for short. So they're going to be exposed. So they have to take down all the players. Robson going to go in for the peak, but he's got the cover. He's going to get the plant. Oh, he denies the plant, and can Dozier defuse this in time? There's no time. Oh, what a play from Robson. He is going to save Penta, and that's a 20-17 scoreline, and they're on match point.
Where was the meat shield there from HellRaisers? Get in front of the diffuser, just take all the bullets and try and...
take it.
Just take it in the face and try and stop them from killing the diffuser, but he just ran straight out. And again, this is a game where people say there is a peeker's advantage as opposed to 1.6. He just runs out of the angle where his teammate's trying to cover him and just kills the diffuser. And that is Crystal going huge once again. Speedy as well. 2 AWPs here for the terrorist side, and they are looking great to get this 21st round and the victory in the first game here.
HellRaisers are breaking at the seams at the moment as PENTA are putting in AWP bullets left and right. And HellRaisers are bleeding profusely. There's not a lot of life left in them at this point in time. There's only 3 players, and there's a nice try from Kucha. He is reaching beyond the grave at the moment. Finally going to get taken down. Markloff going to go in, try his luck with the AWP. That's a great flick, though, from Markloff. Don't see enough AWPing from him, and Spitty is going to find him. 2 AWPers left against Angel. Angel going to go in. Balls to the walls aggression. As the bomb is yet to be planted, actually, with 40 seconds left. So this is kind of a weird situation. Angel needs to work out what's happening. Can see him tossing Molotov in, maybe thinking that perhaps there's someone in the back. And Flash going to go over the top to secure him. And Spitty's going to hit the shot regardless. PENTA take map number 1 against HellRaisers. Dust 2, and what a thrilling map that was. We saw loads of awesome plays and loads of awesome AWPing. Lots of AWPing.
That's another map where HellRaisers have gone to overtime and just haven't managed to eke out the win. Something lacking here in the clutch of